If you clicked on this video, hi. I'm going to be talking about the movies I watched in the month of January. I'm planning on doing these videos every month, but I don't know. I'll see how this one does, and yeah, let's get into it. Going into this movie, I knew it was gonna be good. Baby Teeth is about a girl, Mila, who suffers from cancer and falls in love with this bad boy, junkie type of guy.
If I give you 50, you have to do something for me.
This movie is the perfect combination of both drama and comedy.
This is the worst possible parenting I can imagine.
The characters are so complex and human, if that makes sense. It's beautifully shot and edited into sequences like this and this. It's so original in its approach and honestly ranks the highest on top of all cancer movies I've seen. And it felt like spring to me for some reason. I just love it. Girl Interrupted was an experience for me.
That's Ruby. My dad bought her for me.
Can I just say, I love Winona Ryder. I just want her to be in every movie ever. I saw the reviews on this movie saying it wasn't gay enough, and I agree. And I really like how this movie depicts mental illness without having to romanticize it. Pieces of a Woman is about a mom-to-be whose home birth goes terribly wrong and how she suffers the loss of a child. I thought Vanessa Kirby delivers a brilliant performance.
Is it about what people think?
It's about you. It's about you having to face this.
I am facing this! I am facing it! I am facing this!
Her acting was so good, I genuinely forgot it was acting. My only problem with this movie is, him. I genuinely felt uncomfortable seeing him on screen, but other than that, I feel like this movie is really good and definitely worth the watch. To be honest, the first half of this movie wasn't really my cup of tea. I found myself getting distracted on several occasions. But I admit I was really hooked, especially with the second half of this movie. I thought the ending was really interesting.
You don't have to do this.
People always say the same thing.
What did I say?
They say, you don't have to do this.
You don't.
It has one of the most intense scenes in cinematic history. This movie will definitely keep you at the edge of your seat. If you're a fan of action, well, this movie is perfect for you. And Bartum is a really underrated actor, even though I'm a bit scared of him. This movie is the best revenge movie I've seen in a while. Carrie Mulligan is amazing. It's dark, it's comical, it's feminist, it has a great soundtrack. I mean, what more could we really ask for?
Brian, I hear you're a doctor. Your parents must be very, very proud.
Not really. They wanted me to be a DJ.
That ending, though, still debating whether or not I'm a fan. First Reformed is one of those movies you feel more than understand.
Courage is the solution to despair. Reason provides no answers. We can't know what the future will bring. We have to choose despite uncertainty.
This will definitely not be the only time I watch this movie. I don't think I fully grasped it yet, and it's so beautiful. I will just watch it again and again and try to unpack it as much as I can. The movie ends with a really long kissing scene, and I absolutely loved that. I just fell in love with the screenplay. Also, this guy. If you haven't seen it already, you're missing out. Next, I watched Beach Rats. Eliza Hitman is without a doubt one of the best female directors of her generation. Her cinematic approach is very pleasing to all senses. She's an expert at writing messed up, confused young characters and captures them in the most empathetic and poetic way possible.
I don't think she wants us to come.
He's very busy for the rest of the night.
The cinematography for this movie is just gorgeous. Hitman can never and will never disappoint. Love Song is the movie I never thought I needed. I wouldn't have known about this movie if it weren't for Netflix, which makes me sad because I think this movie is way too underrated. This movie is what happens to people who are too scared to talk about their feelings. The looks, the glances, the body language in this movie are just as important as the screenplay. I couldn't stop thinking about it long after it was over. I'll end this video with God's Own Country.
And I want you to come back with me. And I want us to be together. I don't want to be a fuck-up anymore.
I felt very included, I empathized with the characters, I got angry at them, I loved them. I am so glad this movie ended the way it did. The ending just put the biggest smile on my face. This movie is packed with tenderness, affection, and love. If you want to be in your feelings, looking for a romantic movie, God's Own Country will do the trick. Have you seen any of these movies? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe so I make more of them. Also, don't forget to follow my Instagram account. I leave the link down below. Thanks for watching.